And welcome back, everybody, to the regular fan show. I gotta find a better way to unmute the mics because that's it cost us a second of us just standing there like. But welcome back to the regular fan show.
Well, that's why I started looking up. I used to just look at my phone until you would cue me in,
yeah.
and then I realized that the first 5 seconds is just me going like this.
Yeah, well, there's got to be a way to do that. I think it's also because my mouse that I usually use broke. So Anna gave me a mouse, but it's an Apple mouse, and it doesn't have a scroll thing. So I have to, like, manually scroll up and down where our mics are and, like, unmute them. And so it's, like, kind of a pain. But, the baby
Anyways,
does
welcome.
away. Yeah, welcome to the regular fan show on this Tuesday. It's fine Tuesday. A lot's been going on in the world of sports. A lot to talk about in just 1 hour, which is all we've got. But we've got potentially 4 days this week for you guys, maybe just 3. But we got 3 or 4. We've got a good number of days. We've got a lot of days.
It's a busy week, but we're making time.
Yes, we are doing the do.
Doing the do. Not sponsored by Mountain Dew.
Not sponsored by Mountain Dew. I've actually stopped drinking soda. So,
Good. It's healthier.
I did have.
Everyone
apple
goes
juice,
through that phase where you gotta stop drinking soda.
Yeah, no.
Everyone goes through it.
I have stopped drinking soda.
I used to. When I was a kid, that's all I drank. That's all I drank was soda.
Dude, in college, holy dude, it was just soda and beer.
Yeah. Or, sometimes the not so rare soda mixed with hard liquor.
Exactly. Like that's not the way to go. I was wondering what was going on here. There we go.
There's water in soda. There's water in beer. There's water in Jack Daniels.
Whatever makes you get to sleep at night, I guess. But anyway, I guess enough of our college intuition. Is that the word? I don't think that's the word.
Sometimes.
I don't think that's the word to use there. But Vinny, NFL season.
We're not English majors.
We're not engineers.
Sorry,
we're talking majors.
Say?
We're talking majors. I said the NFL's back. The NFL's back. We're so back. College football's back. We're so back. The Premier League's been back. College football's been back a little bit too, but NFL is freshly back. And
it was a good week one.
It was an interesting week one. 1 o'clock games were sick. The 4 o'clock games, I feel like I just always kind of like meh. But I don't know if that's.
I didn't even watch I was not paying close attention to the 4 o'clocks. That's
Sunday night football.
They weren't very exciting.
We'll get into Sunday night football, and then Monday night another one we'll get into. But I guess
they did good. The prime times. The prime times were good.
The prime times kind of cooked. I guess, do you want to just go in order of how we're looking? How the games went down.
We'll go game by game.
How the games went down.
Go quick game by game
McAfee
down the list here.
The teams went down. The games went down. I guess I'll go through and get your thoughts on each game. First, it's gonna be an interesting way to start this whole, I guess not necessarily segment. This might take up the whole show, but as we're going game by game, we're going to get it out of the way quickly for Vinny Fredericks. Thursday night football, Eagles, Cowboys.
I didn't even know that game happened. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure. I will yield the floor.
Well, I mean, first you got to look at this game as a tale of two different games, if you will, because if you watch the first half of this one, I don't think there was one possession that there wasn't points put up, and it was a Cowboys fumble. Both sides offenses look great in the first half. I think Dallas did a pretty decent job at containing Saquon Barkley. They did not do a good job at containing Jalen Hurts. You know, it seemed like every time the Cowboys would get close to getting a stop, Jalen Hurts would break out of the pocket and find 15 yards of clear runway in front of him. So they couldn't get the big stops on the big downs that they needed them. And then you have the weather delay, which took at least like an hour or so. And then I don't know, all these teams come onto the field in the second half, and something changed because nobody put up a single point. Yeah, I can't remember if the Eagles got their last field goal before or after, but if they got it after, they got at most 3 points after the delay. So, you know, it was a weird matchup. I feel like you saw both offenses look really good, and then delay happens, second half starts, and both defenses look pretty solid. But, you know, as a I don't even want to call myself a fan of this team because of how poorly they're run. But as a supporter of the Cowboys, non-involved with Jerry
I
Jones,
see a couple different Cowboys things in your background.
as a supporter of the players on the field, you know, I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was going to be a bloodbath. You know, I didn't think the offense was going to look as good as they did in the first half. CeeDee Lamb's got to clean up the drops. The second half was rough to him, but again, you got to look at this game as a tale of two different halves, and you know, more often than not, that's not going to be the case. You're not going to have an hour delay in the middle of, you know, the third quarter. So I don't know. I was pleasantly surprised with their ability to keep with the Eagles and actually make it a game. They ran the ball well. They got some things to clean up on the defensive side of things, but offensively speaking, I think the Cowboys are looking pretty solid.
Yeah, I was only you kind of brought up what I was gonna bring up. CeeDee Lamb, obviously, he's one of the best in the business when it comes to playing wide receiver.
Those were bad drops.
Yeah, he can't be dropping those, especially that last pass from Dak was that was a hard catch to make, but
they're all hard catches to make. But
yeah, as CeeDee Lamb, you don't drop that. So
you're your top three paid at the position. You know, you made a whole fuss about getting paid last year. You go out and you make the plays. To his credit, as soon as they touch back down in Arlington, or I'm pretty sure they went back to Dallas.
Yeah, he was out on the field.
Yeah, like within an hour of landing, he's back on the practice field, whatever the machine is called, catching passes. But that's all you can do.
Running on his knees.
Hold yourself accountable. Yeah, you hold yourself accountable. You get back in the lab. You get back to work, and yeah, they look mad funny doing that drill where they're just like on one knee and just going.
Yeah. But yeah, how do you think the defense looked without Michael Parsons?
Well, the big issue was they had no pressure, and naturally, it doesn't take a damn genius to tell you that when you trade a top 3 edge rusher in the prime of his career, the guys that you try to fill in, they have a lot of guys with some talent. Dante Fowler's on the edge. They have what's the rookie? They got a rookie in the second or third round this year. Ozariq. I can't even pronounce the dude's name, but they got a lot of guys with a lot of talent. It doesn't matter if you have 8 guys in a rotation on the edges.
Donovan.
None of them have the talent that Michael. Yeah.
Ezeruaku.
And he was a great pickup. He fell, and not a lot of people thought he would still be there when the Cowboys were drafting. But you're not getting pressure without Micah Parsons. That's just a fact. And let's not forget, this is also their first year without DeMarcus Lawrence. So the 2 guys that manned your edge for the last 4 or 5 years and got you all your pressures and sacks are now gone. So you're starting from scratch. I mean, of course, the Eagles have the best offensive line in football, so that also kind of, you got to take this game with a grain of salt. It's hard to get pressure on Jalen Hurts with how good that Eagles team is built. But I thought, like I said, I thought they did a good job containing the run, containing Saquon Barkley, and that was the big fear because, the Cowboys got ran over all year last year. To his credit, Kenny Clark is no Micah Parsons, but, he did do a good job clogging those holes in the middle and making big stops on run plays that could have gone for big yardage. But yeah, the defense, it's all a domino effect. You don't get pressure on the quarterback, you're leaving your DBs out there to guard longer. You're going to give up a lot more deep passes trying to leave it up to your D-backs all the time. The linebacking core has been weak for the last few years, so I don't love the way this Cowboys defense is orchestrated. I don't think they've been the same since Dan Quinn left, and it was a big showing in this game. Now, I didn't watch the second half as closely, so they obviously played much better to hold the Eagles to 3 points the whole second half, but I don't know. I didn't have very high expectations after the Parsons trade anyway. So at this point, anything outside of getting blown out, I'm taking with optimism.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess we can.
That was my take.
All right, we could take a step away from the. What I was, I thought I'd let you have your moment. I know you've been through a lot as a Cowboys fan, so I thought I'd just give you time. I closed my shades. I did some things around the house. I did some dishes. I just wanted to let you have.
While I was on my tangent.
I wanted to let you have your moment.
We can talk about the NFL all day long because
Yep.
You know what happened Saturday in college football. I don't want to talk college football today.
Yeah, buddy. We'll talk college football tomorrow. Don't worry. That's a topic of discussion
we'll
tomorrow.
With the NFL. We'll talk college football next week.
Think about what I had to do too, dude. Think about what I had to do too, dude. I had to watch my team squeak out a win in overtime and then stay on the field to run sprints. Like.
They won. Nobody's talking. I mean, if Clemson had lost to Troy, then people might have been talking, but no one's talking. Syracuse.
Syracuse, yeah, or UConn. And I ain't no damn Clemson fan.
I know, Orange, ACC, they're all the same, but
shut up.
At least
Friday, September 5th. The battle of that's always a shootout. I feel like. Always got two guys out there slinging the rock. The Chiefs and Chargers played Friday night in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Couple interesting takeaways from this game. Travis Kelce killed Xavier Worthy in the first 2 minutes.
And we know why. It was as you could see it in his face as soon as Taylor Swift started talking about Xavier Worthy and how she's excited to watch him play this year. He made a mental note.
She ain't gonna be watching him play this year.
Nope. Sorry, kid.
But hey, after that, on the Chiefs side, Hollywood and Juju kind of stepped up. Crazy seeing Juju back on the Chiefs.
Juju was like, "Wait, I'm the best receiver on the team."
Yeah, we actually got a
really
interesting topic of discussion with Juju Smith-Schuster. I actually have a card to do 100 Juju Smith-Schuster Patriots card. Number to 100. Yeah, just an interesting takeaway. Probably worth like 99 cents, but anyway, we'll roll on as what?
Said Kelce got the touchdown too.
Yeah, Kelce gets the touchdown. What, 4 for 27 and a tutter or something like that? I think I saw that earlier.
247.
2 for 47 and a tutter. That's what it was.
Yeah. Of course. I mean, he couldn't have dropped one of those passes to get me a win in fantasy, but
dude, my bench out score. Actually, side quest. My bench, I think, physically outscored my main roster this week. Just interesting topic of discussion.
We both had rough
We
weeks.
had so
I
let's
was
take a
si-
look.
I almost fell to my knees in the car. Imagine how impossible it is to fall to your knees while driving a car. I was ready to do that listening to the Bills Ravens game, but continue.
No, just a little side quest really quickly. So my team put up 92. Joe Burrow put up 9. Bucky Irving 14. Kyron Williams 14. Justin Jefferson 15. T Mac 12. Kittle 12 and a half in 5 minutes before he got hurt.
Mm.
Jerome Ford, which I thought was going to be their main back, turns out he's not. 1.5. Cardinals D 4, and Harrison Butker 11. My bench: Calvin Ridley 7, Jalen Warren 14, Matthew Golden 3.6, whatever. Debo Samuel 23,
Yeah,
Michael
Debo did
Pittman 20, J.J. McCarthy 22. So my main roster, consisting of what is it, 9 guys or whatever, put up 93. My bench put up.
That's 60 alone with Debo
Yeah,
and Pittman and JJ.
roughly 88. So my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My 7 bench guys, mind you, I also have Jadon Blue who put up 0 on my bench. So 6 guys on my bench outscored almost outscored my main roster of 9.
You know, I am just now seeing this for the first time. Somehow Justin Herbert went undrafted in my league.
What?
I don't know. I'm in a 12-man league,
Dude,
and
waiver
Justin
claim.
Herbert
Who do
is
you
a
have?
free agent. Who do I have? So, Lamar Jackson got me 33. Had an
Okay.
actually a really good game, but was not enough. Just for background, I was down all day. Like from 1 o'clock on, I was down.
See, I was up all
I
day.
had pretty much thrown in the towel. I would think I was done. Then Bills Ravens starts. I see Lamar Jackson is doing good. I'm like, oh, bet, okay. We're at the Blink 182 concert. We're leaving. We're walking out. I'm checking my phone. I'm 2 points down. I am 2 points down, and there's a whole fourth quarter left to be played. Buffalo gets the football. Buffalo scores. Great. Okay. Buffalo's only down by 8. Sweet. Ravens got to get the ball back. Got to do something. Lamar runs for like 10 yards on this drive. He gets a first down at one point. Or maybe he was just short. But he runs for about 10 yards. So I'm now down 0.8 points. 0.8 points. That's all I need. I literally need a 10-yard rush for a first down. They take the ball out of Lamar Jackson's hands. They give it to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry runs 40 yards. Or I'm sorry, this was when Baltimore went up 40-25. So then Derrick
Okay.
Henry gets the 40-yard rush, gets the touchdown. I'm like, great. Lamar's not getting the ball again. Buffalo scores. Ravens get the ball back. This is where he had like the 10-yard rush that got me 0.9 points away. Then they
And
don't get the
Derrick Henry
first.
fumbled.
Yeah, that was when Derrick Henry fumbled. And then I'm like, great. All right, you know what? Fine. Buffalo, score, tie the game. Let's go to overtime. Keon Coleman drops the fade, which, I mean, this is a whole other conversation to get into. Why the hell are you throwing a goal line fade to tie the game against the Baltimore Ravens to a second-year receiver who didn't even have like this amazing, stellar rookie year? Just a bad play call. We know what happens. Buffalo doesn't tie the game, gets the ball back because for whatever reason, the Ravens don't put the ball in Lamar Jackson's hands with one drive to go to close out a game. Buffalo kicks the field goal. I lose 116.96 to 117.82. That's just the background of how I lost. The rest of my team goes, Jahmyr Gibbs got me 15, James Conner 14, fine. Drake London and T-Mac 13 and 12. Evan Ingram got me 5, so I'm looking at picking up the Niners tight end, the backup Tonga or whatever.
Yeah, Tonga. Because, dude, I had Kittle, and he put up 12.5 in, 6 minutes?
Kittle was going off. Yeah, he was. I love getting Kittle in fantasy, but hey, now he's out multiple weeks, so that's tough. But
Yep, I think I put in a waiver claim for Jawan Johnson.
yeah, I'm hoping that I either get. I should put another waiver claim actually. I'm hoping I get that tight end Tonga or whatever Tongs. If I don't get him, I'm looking at low key. I didn't realize he was still available. I'm gonna try and pick up Jonnu Smith as well.
Yeah, I might try if I don't get. But Juwan Johnson had like 10 receptions this week because it's
Yeah,
Spencer Rattler
Juwan-
throwing the ball. Like it's gonna go to a tight end or a running back.
Yeah, that is
Um,
true.
But
He
I
had
guess,
some decent connections with Chris Olave though, like better than I expected.
yeah,
I thought
yeah.
Chris Rattler was going to be shook up out there. But anyways, rest of the team goes. I started Pacheco on my flex. He got me 4, and then Texans D got me 8. Brandon Aubrey got me 11. But you look at the bench. Wandale Robinson had 11. He would have gotten me the win. Romo Dunze had 15. He would have gotten me the win. Jordan Mason got 8.5 as the backup running back for Minnesota. He would have gotten me the win. If I started any one of
He
these
didn't
guys,
even look like
Isaac
the backup
Tesla-
last night.
No, he looked great, which has me very optimistic about maybe he could fill in if I need a running back down the road. But Isaac Tesla, this unknown guy on
Crazy snag for
3
Detroit, dude.
dude's on 6% of rosters, and he's on my bench because I keep hearing he might be a breakout star. He gets a touchdown. He gets 1 target all game, and it's a one-handed snag for a touchdown. And I started Isaiah Pacheco over all of these dudes. So I don't know. I feel better about the fact that I had a chance at coming back in this one. Like if I just had started, and I had Odunze starting all week long. That's the worst part. I had Odunze at my flex for days on days on days, and then Friday rolls around, and I'm like, you know what? It's the Chiefs. They got to get at least 1 or 2 red zone appearances where they have a couple short yardage situations, like 2nd and goal from the 2 or something. And Pacheco just breaks one in. Nope. Not the case.
Well,
So we
speaking of
both
that
went
game,
0-1,
leading rusher of that game was Patrick Mahomes.
which is crazy.
Yeah, over Amari and Hampton, 15 carries, 48 yards. Not looking optimistic. I have him in the league, but I'm not gonna whatever.
They do have Najee still. That I didn't see how many touches he got. I don't even think he was active. But
Yeah,
when you put Najee and Omari and Hampton
Najee
together, I
had
think
1 rush for
Must
5
be-
yards.
so he did play. Okay,
That's
that's concerning. That he only had 1 carry, but
yeah.
I guess we'll see how they want to monitor him.
But yeah, just kind of a slugfest as it always is. You know, I think just
Justin Herbert.
I don't think there's any turnovers this game to my knowledge.
I, off the top of my head, can't think of any. Let me check. Kansas City forced a fumble, but they didn't get it back.
Yeah.
Same with LA. LA forced a fumble, didn't get it back, but
But yeah,
besides that, no.
I mean, on obviously the Kansas City side, like we were talking about Hollywood and Juju, they both had nice games. But then obviously, for LA, Lad McConkey, and then they have Keenan Allen back. Keenan Allen had a game, and then Quentin Johnston, almost 100 yards and 2 tutters. Like Tyler Conklin, 2 for 50. Like
Someone told Quentin Johnson in the offseason that your hands are for catching.
yeah,
the ball.
literally.
If you open them up instead of going out with like your hands clenched in fists to catch the ball, it's actually much easier to bring it in.
Yeah. Yeah. But hey, that's a positive note for the Chiefs that he's catching the ball, and a positive note for the Chiefs that they're spreading the ball around.
Chargers?
Yeah. The Chargers. I mean, they're spreading the ball around. Targets wise, Johnston 7, McConkey 9, Keenan Allen 10.
Yeah,
Like,
and this team is only going to get better when they get
yeah.
Rashee Rice back week 7. Once Xavier Worthy's back from
Oh, I was
injury,
talking about the Chargers.
we're both confusing each other here because you're
Anyway,
right.
it was a game in
You're
Brazil. It was a game in Brazil where the Chargers won. That's what happened, folks. In case you didn't watch it, the Chargers
so we
won.
both had long mornings, all right.
Yeah.
We both had long mornings, but
Yeah. Moving
yeah,
on.
it was good
Moving
to
on.
see. It was good to see Herbert out there slinging that thing.
Yeah.
He
Al
looked really
Herbert
sharp.
slinging the rock for 318.
Yeah,
Love it.
and people really started to say that Jalen Hurts and like I don't know, Justin Fields are better quarterbacks. Like everyone forgot how good Justin Herbert really is.
Justin Herbert's a dog, dude. Justin Herbert's.
People were saying Brock Purdy was a better quarterback than Justin Herbert at one point.
Nah.
Just want everyone to remember that.
But let's stick it. We've made it 2 games in the span of a half an hour, so let's move it down to the 1 o'clock games. I mean, my top 1 o'clock game on my list is obviously the Patriots game because I have them favorited on ESPN. So I guess we can start with the Patriots game. You know.
Yeah, I didn't watch much of this one, so I know you didn't have Gonzalez out there.
Yeah,
which
I mean,
hurts.
I don't know if that really made a difference. You know, Gino
did throw
looked
for
like,
360.
yeah, he looked like prime Tom Brady. Dude, like 362. I mean, we stopped the run. You
Yeah,
know,
Genty didn't do that much.
our front was I mean, like we went out, we got Harold Landry this off season. He had 2.5 sacks. I think Jalen Hawkins had a sack, which is like 1 more than he had last year. So, you know, our front not looking terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sacked Geno 4 times, but I'm pretty sure Drake also got sacked 4 times. So that's kind of, you know, interesting.
He did, yeah.
Feat. Yeah, I mean Drake
Will Campbell
looked
didn't
good.
play in this game either, though. Did Will Campbell play?
Honestly, wasn't even.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he did.
Yeah, I think he did.
He did play, but he was dealing with some ankle stuff before, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Because I thought he was questionable going in.
Yeah, but half the time they're questionable and they're gonna play. But you know, Pop Douglas, he had a he had a 2-yard receiving touchdown, and then his other catch was for -4 yards. So that was interesting. Kayshon Boutte, shout out Kayshon Boutte. He had a 100-yard receiving game.
He had a game.
His hands looked like hands. It was pretty good. It was pretty nice to see. Hunter Henry, always old reliable.
He's another one you might pick up in fantasy.
Stephon Diggs, he had like 6 receptions or something. So we didn't look terrible. It's just we couldn't go out and win the game, and you know, we had the lead. We gave up the lead and we couldn't battle back. But
I feel like it was a good game. I mean, the Raiders. You know, Raiders are a brand new team. You had no idea what you were walking into. You can't walk into that game and expect the Raiders of last year. You know, Pete Carroll's been the head coach. Geno Smith got his money. Ashton Genty and Brock Bowers. Like they're a very skilled.
Brock Bowers got hurt.
True.
Brock Bowers got hurt in that game. Jacoby Myers, though, you know, old Patriot. He almost went for 100.
And he's still fighting for a contract or the trade or something.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's my take on that game. You know, I still have high hopes for us this season. Do I think we should have won that game? Yes. Am I tripping over it? No. Obviously, still have a young quarterback. You know, we brought in a lot of pieces that are still kind of coming together. So, I thought we looked good. Yeah, other than that, I mean, that's about all I got on that. I don't want to dive into it too much because I'll just start stressing myself out. Hopefully,
yeah. I mean, for Vrabel's first game, like
Vrabel's first game.
I think you'll take that.
yeah. Hopefully we go out and we can head down to Miami and hopefully
Well,
pick up a
Miami
win
look.
against a demoralized Dolphins
Yeah.
team. That'd be pretty
If
sick.
well, I was gonna say if Daniel Jones can put up 40 points on the Dolphins, I think Drake May should be able to as well.
Daniel Jones is the first player. Interesting note. I guess we can move on to that game now. The Colts Dolphins game. Just a quick little note on Daniel Jones. He becomes the first quarterback, um, at least to 1991. That's as far as the stats went back. But he becomes the first quarterback to lead a scoring drive on every possession.
You mean like for a new team or just in general?
In general.
He's the only quarterback since 1991.
Yes,
to have every drive
because this also counts. Kneel downs is a drive, like kneeling the ball out. Victory formation, missed field goals, anything like that.
Happens.
He is the only quarterback.
I guess most of the time when you're that good, you have a kneel down at some point to end the game.
Mm-hmm.
So usually, yeah, I mean that's the case. What was now I'm trying to remember. How did the end of this game go? Did the Dolphins have the ball, or did they just put in someone else? Did they just put in Anthony? No, Anthony Richardson didn't play, so Daniel Jones is out there the full 4. Dolphins must have just
Dolphins had the ball at the end of the game.
That's it.
And the first half ended with a field goal for the Colts.
Wow, that's unreal. Yeah. Shout out to Daniel Jones, man. I mean, that dude. Not that I was ever even a big Daniel Jones supporter. I was honestly not a hater, but I was never that high on Daniel Jones. And he's in division too, so of course I'm gonna hate on him a little bit more just because Cowboys make him look foolish. But it's got to feel good for him to go in there. The Colts haven't won on opening day in 11 years, so he's got that. What you just mentioned, forget all the records and it's the first time that someone has done this in forever. The dude just went out and balled out.
Yeah.
And it seemed like the team was rallied with him. I personally feel bad for Anthony Richardson. I would have loved to see him succeed more. He's still young. He still certainly can, but this is kind of
he's not getting the job now.
No, he's not getting the job now. This is kind of just the route that you're seeing a lot of quarterbacks take, where they start off their career somewhere with a lot of high expectations. It doesn't pan out, and they end up in a different situation, and all of a sudden they show that like, where was this? Giants fans are thinking, where was this the last 4 years? He had one game in years where he scored more than 3 touchdowns in a game with the Giants. It was like that one playoff game against Minnesota. He never threw for 3 touchdowns besides that game. And then week 1 with the Colts, he threw. What did he throw for 1? Ran for 1? He ran for 2.
He ran for 2.
Threw for 1, ran for 2. Like, maybe he is a good quarterback.
Yeah, who knows?
Maybe.
And I mean, hey, the defense stepped up too. The defense stepped up for for the Colts. They had a fumble recovery. I know they had 2 interceptions. The one from Cam Bynum, and then Latu, he had one too.
Let's see how Daniel Jones does next week against the Denver Broncos.
I'm still not starting Michael Pittman because I'm scared.
Well, they're probably going to have PS2 on Pittman, I would think. He's got to be the number 1 receiver over there in Indy. So if they put Pat Surtain on him, then I would not start Michael Pittman.
Yeah.
Tyler Warren looked good too.
Yeah, Tyler Warren looked great. I love Tyler Warren.
I wish I got him in my league. Man. He might be the Brock Bowers of this year.
Jonathan Taylor looked okay, mind you. I mean, I'm saying that he was 18 for 71, but he's also Jonathan Taylor, so I think my expectations are a little raised. But
Tyreek Hill was getting frustrated.
Dude, Tyreek Hill was getting riled up, dude. But
he's gonna get traded at some point.
Yeah. But yeah, and it's only a matter of time this season before Tua takes another hit to the head and
Yeah,
retires. So
that's
the
the thing.
Dolphins are in shambles.
This wasn't even one of those games where Tua got rocked and left the game. Tua played the entire game, the entire 4 quarters, and he just didn't look good. That's all you can say about it. He can't be rusty. He wasn't hurt in training camp.
Oh no, they
He
brought in
just
Zach Wilson.
Yeah, Zach Wilson. He'll be the next. He'll be the next in a long line of new quarterbacks who were garbage in New York and then went on to be uber successful elsewhere.
That'd be incredible. But
Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones, next in line, Zach Wilson.
Yeah. Next in line, Aaron Rodgers.
And Aaron Rodgers too. And you know who's next in line? Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart, yeah.
Although he actually probably will do decent with the Giants when he gets his chance. But he'll go somewhere else and then become an MVP.
Well, Dable came out and said it'll be Russ week 2. So
yeah. We'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart will start at some point.
Moving on to the battle of the red. I don't know. Every time I see this game every year, it's just like I'm like, ooh, red. The Bucks and the Falcons.
That's what
lots of red. But how about Michael Penix? Whoa. How about Michael Penix Jr.? Dude, look at prime Michael Vick out there, dude.
He was balling out. He didn't throw it to Drake London as much as I would have liked, but
I mean, yeah, a lot of them were little check downs to Bijan, but he might give Kyle Pitts his 1,000-yard season, baby. This might be the year. This might be the year, dude.
7 for 59. I wanted Kyle Pitts too.
This card right here that I got when it was worth I got it for $5 when it was worth $130. I could have sold it for it, and now it's worth like $15. This card could skyrocket. This is his year.
I'm happy to hear that you're on the Kyle Pitts train too. I'm very happy to hear that. But yeah, 7 for 59. That's a solid game out of Pitts. Bijan, he had the one huge touchdown on the first drive. I think it might have been even the first play of the game. I don't know, but he had that one huge touchdown, and then besides that, Bijan was kind of contained.
Yeah, Bijan in the run game was contained. In the pass game, he had like 100 yards.
Yeah, but he had 50 of those on the first catch he had.
Yeah, true.
So after that, I mean, five receptions for 50 yards is still solid. That's still 10 per catch, but just
yeah.
Like Egbuka too.
Oh, I love him.
He's another one. I feel
like
it is worse when you're in fantasy. It is worse to see guys you drafted play bad than it is to see guys that you're like your pre-draft analysis. You're like, this is a guy that if he's around, I'm scooping him up. Tyler Warren, Emeka Egbuka.
Dude, those were my two big ones that I wanted pre-draft were Egbuka and Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah,
and they both got snagged before I wanted them.
These are all exactly. It's almost worse when there's guys that you're like, I knew he was going to be good, but you couldn't pick him up in time, and then it just ends up.
And I'm playing against my buddy Mason, who put up the best week last week. He has Ricky Pearsall. He doesn't watch. He just got into football like 2 years ago, he has a nickname for everybody like Dallas Goedert. He calls him Geodirt, and there's a Toa or whatever his name is, like the defensive back for Atlanta. He just calls him Toto. He has nicknames for everybody. Puka Nakua, he calls him Puka Nuka. But yeah, it's hilarious. But he has Ricky Pearsall, and he only got him because he's like Ricky Pearsall got shot last year, and so he's like Ricky Pearsall is gonna have a year.
Also, Brian Robinson Jr.
No, I don't know. I'd have to double check. I don't think so. But so now, but I have Ricky Pearsall in my other money league that I'm in, And so this week when we watch football together, we're both going to be cheering for Ricky Pearsall, but he's going to be cheering for Ricky Pearsall against me. So
that's the other like tough part. When you're in so many leagues, it's like every game you look at, you got guys that are could be going for you and against you. It's like you never know who to root for.
yeah.
You'd be rooting for one guy to get a touchdown in one league, and then you look at your other league and find out that he beat you.
Yeah, exactly. But I just thought that was a little fun side note because, Ricky Pearsall is is his favorite player on this planet, dude. Ricky Pearsall also gives me like crazy Max Crosby vibes, like I feel like they're just dogs, dude. Like they're just legends in the flesh.
I mean, bro was just casually standing on the street corner after getting shot.
Yeah.
Like in the video after he got shot, bro was literally just standing there all nonchalant, like.
Yeah, bro.
as
He's a
blood.
dog, dude. He is a dog, and Ricky
holding
Pearsall's gonna have a year. Brandon Ayuk's out hurt right now. Jawan Jennings is their wide receiver one, but like, okay,
He didn't do that great.
exactly. Ricky Pearsall's next up, dude. Ricky Pearsall is the next Randy Moss. But
That's
anyway.
a Florida Gators. I'll take that.
We'll move on to the Battle of the Orange, the Battle of Ohio.
There it is. Ohio.
The Cincinnati Bengals versus the Cleveland Browns. And despite the fact that the Bengals won this game, the Bengals only won this game because, what's his face? Hold on. I'll get to it. I am, like, blanking on his name right now.
Shador Sanders.
No, Andre Schmidt, the kicker for the Browns, missed a PAT and missed a field goal. And that is the reason that the Browns lost this game. Because, by golly, Joe Flacco was out there slinging the rock. He threw 2 picks. He did throw 2 picks.
Yeah, he was moving out there
But
too.
dude,
like,
Flacco's looking good, dude.
He was out there. He was throwing that thing on a laser. Like Joe Flacco.
40-year-old Joe Flacco, dude. Don't get started.
And the
He's
NFL
gonna need a couple games to get back in his rhythm, but soon enough he's gonna be looking like he did on the Ravens.
If Joe Flacco is still their starting quarterback at the end of the season, there's a big problem. There's a huge problem. It means neither of the guys you drafted last year are even close to being ready to start.
Their run game, I say Dylan Sampson. Dylan Sampson's kind of became their running back one. The rookie out of Tennessee.
Well, again, Quinshon Judkins back soon too.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I say you still give Sampson a chance. Like, mind you, they didn't run the ball a lot. They ran the ball 24 times. Like, they didn't run the ball a lot. But Sampson didn't look terrible. I mean, in the run or pass game. I found out that Jerome Ford is not that guy. So that was good to find out week 1. But other than that, I mean, who is the Bengals' backup running back? Because I don't think he did anything.
No, Chase Brown was out there, and Chase Brown is another one, a guy that going into the season you knew he was
P.
gonna
Ryan.
have.
That's right.
Who is it?
Samaje Perine.
Perine? Oh, that's right. But like you knew Chase Brown was going to have a heavy load in this Bengals offense. I mean, 21 carries for 43 yards is not very good, but it shows that he is going to have a heavy workload.
Yeah, exactly.
How about Jamar Chase? Two receptions for 26 yards?
Yeah, that's another wild stat from this game. I was about to talk about Mike Gritty, dude, but
he didn't even get. He's even the starting tight end, or is Noah Fant the starting tight
end? I don't
end?
know, dude. All I know is another fun side note on my friend Mason. Every time he's drunk at the bar, he likes to gritty, and he didn't know that Mike Gesicki is Mike Gritty, dude. So I think he's gonna pick him up this week because I told him that. So that'd be sick. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't honestly know. I like Mike Gesicki, dude. I love Mike Gesicki.
I've always
I
liked
think it's just because he's Micah Gritty, dude. He gritties to the sideline and doesn't care, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jay Chisel, dude, more like I don't know. Like
Jay Drizzle.
yeah, Jay Drizzle, dude. Like, what were you doing? What was Joe Burr doing, dude? They look terrible.
Yeah, dude, that offense just you look across the box score.
And
T.
they
Higgins had
won the game because Jordan Battle had a pick and some other guy had a pick. I don't know who the other guy was. I just remember Jordan Battle had a pick. And that's
DJ Turner,
DJ Turner had a pick.
which is insane for the Bengals defense to force 2 turnovers.
Yeah, dude, for the Bengals defense to play defense, holy.
You gotta win after that.
Yeah. But yeah, the Bengals squeak out a win. Do I think they should have won that game? No. Did Joe Flacco throw 2 picks? Yes. But still think the Browns low-key should have won that game.
Well, they should have. The Bengals got 7. Was it 7 or -7 yards of offense in the second half?
I don't remember.
Either way, it was terrible. But if it's -7 yards in the whole second half, that's even worse. Okay, yeah, they did have 7 positive yards in the second half, but still, 5 of your 6 second half possessions result in a 3 and out. You're asking to lose. You're asking to lose to every team in the league, not named the Cleveland Browns.
Facts. Or another team they could lose to, or they could be playing like that, the New Orleans Saints, who low-key didn't look terrible against the Arizona Cardinals. No. Spencer Rattler, 214 yards out of the man out of South Carolina, Spencer Rattler. Dude.
Threw the ball 46 times.
Fair dues, dude. Yeah, he threw the ball 46 times. Holy macaroni. He only got sacked once. Dude, Spencer Rattler out here slinging the rock. Jawan Johnson, 8 for 76. Olave, 7 for 54. Rashid Shaheed, 6 for 33. He's even spreading the ball. Brandon Cooks, 3 for 26. He's spreading the ball, and it's not just to tight ends and running backs. He's actually throwing the ball to people that are meant to catch the ball. And he didn't look terrible. He didn't throw for a tutty. But, like, you know, he gave it to Kamara. Kamara brought one in.
True, Kamara looked good on that touchdown.
Yeah, Kamara didn't look terrible, dude.
Every year you think he's going to take a step back, and then he just keeps on trucking forward.
But
I really don't know who to pick up at tight end now.
Kyler actually looked good. He looked good yesterday.
He didn't throw too much.
Sunday.
But he looked solid.
Yeah, he looked solid. 21 for 163 and 2 tutters. Marvin Harrison, shout out Marvin Harrison, dog. James Conner had a tutty. He had a receiving tutty. You know, they kind of just they threw it to Marvin Harrison and Trey McBride, and then everybody else had like 1 reception. But other than that, you know, Trey Benson, he is becoming a part of the run game, which as a James Conner owner in fantasy kind of worries me. But low-key, as a Cardinals fan, which I'm not, but if I was, Trey Benson looked good. He looked good. I say he looked good. I think one of his rushes for like 50 yards. But besides the point, it looks like they might have a two-headed monster. We'll go with that. They might have a two-headed monster.
Which honestly, you know what?
Three-headed monster with Kyler Murray.
And you know, if James Conner loses some carries, as long as he's getting them at the goal line and he's getting in the end zone, I don't even care.
Yeah.
Just get in the end zone.
Yeah.
I really don't know who I want at tight end. There's 3 tight ends I'm thinking about picking up.
Worry about this after the show, Vinny. Worry about this. We got like 6 more games to get through, dude.
Yeah, but then we keep on talking about these guys, dude, and I'm like, wait, he's available too.
You got to get Micah Gritty, dude.
No, that's not happening.
We move on to the battle of the swapped quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers versus Justin Fields. In a shootout where the Jets lost, unsurprisingly. But Whew, Aaron Rodgers.
He looked so good, dude.
Brother.
I mean, he was slinging that thing. That last touchdown. Now look, he's 42 years old. All right, let's be honest with ourselves here, okay? There's a good chance Aaron Rodgers doesn't play all 17 games this season. Do I hope that's the case? No, of course not. I want to see him out there. I want to see him playing. We got to be realistic here. He's 42 years old, and yeah, he was moving around decent, but he also took some rough hits.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Look,
244 and 4 touchdowns, dude.
Mind. Yeah, keep that in the back of your mind. But Aaron Rodgers looked really good yesterday or Sunday.
He looked good, and dude, they're spreading the ball. We got a little touchdown from Jonnu Smith. We got one from Jaylen Warren on the receiving
end. If I pick up
end.
Jonnu Smith, they better keep it going.
Dude, he had 5 receptions, so for 15 yards. But Jaylen Warren out of the backfield had a receiving touchdown. Calvin Austin with a touchdown. And then Ben Skoranek with his second career touchdown. Do we got something going on here in Pittsburgh? What's going on here? Are we finding what we need to find in Pittsburgh? Is Pittsburgh doing what they need to do? Did they bring in their guy? Did they bring in their franchise quarterback?
They brought in a lot of guys. They kind of went all in on, all right, we have Aaron Rodgers for 1 year. We're giving this dude 1 year. And then we're completely starting from scratch. So let's, Jalen Ramsey had the game-winning play at the end.
Oh, my God, dude. Jalen Ramsey killed Garrett Wilson.
He's the guy that people gave up on.
He killed Garrett Wilson.
Yeah. And,
and mind you, Jalen Ramsey can be a little bit of a...
He's out there.
Not so nice fella some of the time. Go about it that way. But Jalen Ramsey absolutely murdered Garrett Wilson.
You can get as many penalties as you want. If you make plays like that in those situations, fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
Great play. And the Jets didn't look that bad either.
They didn't. Justin Fields. Dude, Justin Fields.
I mean, if Justin Fields could just hit an open receiver, they'll go undefeated.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, mind you, he only really looked at Garrett Wilson, which is, could use some work. But if they keep losing, I'm fine with it. But Breece Hall out of the backfield ran for 100 yards. So, against a very good defense. Also, every single one of Breece Hall's runs went to the opposite of where T.J. Watt was lined up. Every single one.
Interesting.
Just a fun note. Just a fun little side quest. All 19 rushes went the opposite direction of where T.J. Watt was lined up.
Makes sense.
Well, yeah, that's it does. But people were starting to people were starting to get antsy about T.J. Watt. It's well, brother, they're not going his direction.
Yeah. What do you want him to do?
Exactly. But just a fun little side note there. Moving on to one of the divisional games. That is also a division that your Dallas Cowboys are in. Washington and New York. Russell Wilson. Jaden Daniels. Yeah.
Jaden Daniels is really good.
Bro, and Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, dude. Another fun note. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt likes to go by Bill.
Oh. I didn't know that. I thought he just went by the password or whatever people call him.
Oh, no, he likes to he told people to just call him Bill.
Bill, where do you get Bill?
I guess it was something to do with a TV show when he was growing up. There was a character named Bill.
Little Bill?
I don't know. That's what my brain went to, too. I was like, was it Little Bill, dude? It was Little Bill.
What show is there? Come on,
it was Little Bill, dude. Why are you out here watching Little Bill? But yeah, dude. Deebo Samuel, is he now their wide receiver one? Like, what do we do? Is Scary Terry's career over?
No, I think you got to remember him and Terry didn't play at all together in training camp because he was getting his contract extension. They're rusty right now, but they'll get back on the same page.
Yeah.
I still say Terry's the wide receiver one, but now you have a secondary wide receiver one in Deebo Samuel. They're really 1A and 1.
Yeah, fair enough. And I think on a positive note for the Giants, we'll give them a positive note. You know, they weren't just looking at Malik Neighbors, and that's what happens. Mind you, I can't really talk smack about Daniel Jones right now, but that's what happens when you bring in a veteran quarterback in Russell Wilson, Wan'Dale Robinson. You know, they have now a secondary receiver that they can look at. I mean, after week one, just barring week one, they have a secondary receiver.
Yeah. And Wan'Dale was solid. Like, Wan'Dale gets a lot of targets. He won't get you 100 yards every game, but he'll get you 11
but he was getting
yards.
targets, but he used to get targets on like little checkdowns. And it was just always little like 3-yard outs or like 5 yards and in. Like, it wasn't like anything. But now he's actually like running routes.
Yeah, well, you got to give him a chance to make a play. Like, I know some receivers, you just want to give them the ball and let them like get in open space, let them make a play. But a guy like Malik Neighbors, you know, you're not going to get him 30 yards on a wide receiver screen. You're going to get him 30 yards by giving him a jump ball on a go route down the field. That's the kind of player he is.
Yeah. On to, if we head to Florida now, we'll head to Florida for the Jacksonville Jaguars, the battles of the Cats, the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers. Kind of a sloppy game. You know, Travis Hunter's debut, Tetwara McMillan's debut. Both of them looked pretty solid out there.
Yeah.
Travis Etienne almost averaged 10 yards a carry on 16 rushes for 143. You know, their touchdowns, Brian Thomas Jr. had 1 carry and he scored. He also had 1 reception. Like,
pretty light game for him.
Yeah. LeQuint Allen, dude. Shout out LeQuint Allen. Shout out Syracuse. He got some touches. But Tetwara McMillan, he looked pretty good too. 5 for almost 70. You know, but this is just a game that, you know, there was 3 interceptions. It was sloppy game all around. Trevor Lawrence, he's kind of coming to the point where it's like, is he our franchise quarterback? Bryce Young, we're trying to see if he can step up this season. Yeah, that's about all I got on that game.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those games where it's like, oh, cool, Travis Hunter's out there. Oh, cool, T-Mac's out there. There's really not that many big stories. Tank Bigsby just got traded to the Eagles. So
yeah, Tank Bigsby goes to the Eagles, so now Etienne, as if that's going to take anything from Etienne after what he did on Sunday.
So, I mean, Etienne fantasy owners are living lavish right now.
Yep, exactly. On to Denver, Tennessee. I guess we kind of got to rumble through these because Vinny's going golfing for the first time in his life.
I have tee times at 1:30.
Got a tee time at 1:30. All right, so we got Tennessee, Denver. Bo Nix throws 2 picks. Denver still wins the game. Cam Ward doesn't look great, but it's also obviously his first game too. He was sacked 6 times. Tony Pollard kind of looked okay, you know. But yeah, other than that, I think just Denver's offense is just better. J.K. Dobbins got the workload and obviously. But he didn't throw any picks. Cam Ward didn't throw any picks. So,
that is true. He kept it clean.
Yeah.
He did lose a fumble, but
yeah, true. But sacked 6 times. Yeah, that'll happen when you play Denver.
tough debut.
Exactly. But J.K. Dobbins out of the backfield for Denver, and then R.J. Harvey. R.J. Harvey looked pretty good. He obviously didn't get as many carries, but yeah, that's all. I feel bad just kind of not going over these teams as much, but we spent a half an hour talking about the
On
two
two
first
games.
games of the year.
They were good games.
They were. I guess we can run through the rest of them just briefly. Oh, which sucks though because of Sunday Night Football.
Well, we'll talk about them more tomorrow too.
Yeah, all right. This is all to be continued tomorrow. Tomorrow
We'll dive deeper.
We'll take a look at the Niners, Seahawks, Lions, Packers, Texans, Rams, Ravens, Bills, and Vikings, Bears. And then we'll also run through the upcoming games. I feel like it's a good kind of segue right there. And then maybe Thursday we've got college football we can talk about, and then maybe some baseball. Maybe we can sprinkle it in there.
We still got the baseball wild card races. We got plenty.
Yeah, we can sprinkle. And then Friday probably more football because it'll be football again. So
Football frenzy.
Yeah. This has been the Regular Fan Show. Powered by Dubby. If you want some energy, get some Dubby. Dubby.gg. Use code RFS. Make sure to check us out on socials. Regular Fan Show. It can be found pretty much everywhere. If you don't watch us live and you want to listen to the podcast, you don't want to watch the podcast, check us out on Spotify. It'll be up the next day. Will be our podcasts. So, Vinny, I will digress to you for whatever you want to say, brother man.
No, you killed it. Shout out Dubby. Like you said, check out the locker room, and we're keeping the content coming. That's we're busy boys, but we're keeping it coming, and we're sticking to the grind. So, but other than that, you hit the nail on the head there, Bruce.
Well, on that note, I guess for Vinny Fredericks, I've been Bruce Juno. This has been the Regular Fan Show. Vinny, don't ever do that again. We will see you guys, I think, probably tomorrow. We'll probably see you guys tomorrow.
Goals tomorrow.
The goal is tomorrow. We'll probably see you guys tomorrow, but we'll definitely see you guys in the next 2 days. So make sure to stay tuned. Follow us, and we will catch you guys in the next one.
Yes, sir. Peace out, everybody.